Global superstar Jin of BTS has officially spoken out following growing speculation and intense media scrutiny surrounding the reported investigation into his business ventures, particularly his collaboration with celebrity chef Baek Jong-won under their premium beverage brand, Jin's Lamp. The controversy erupted after South Korean authorities began looking into alleged discrepancies in the ingredient labeling of two of the brand's best-selling drinks, Watermelon Highball and Plum Highball. According to early reports, the controversy began when consumers noticed that the origin of ingredients listed on the bottles differed from the information on the company's official website. While the bottles stated that the fruits were sourced from the United States and Chile, the website described them as being grown in South Korea. This inconsistency prompted the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs to launch a formal review to determine whether the company violated the country's food labeling and consumer protection law. If found guilty, the potential penalties are serious, including fines of up to $71,000 USD or imprisonment for up to 7 years. However, representatives from Jin's Lamp have emphasized that the issue was an unintentional clerical oversight and that a full internal review is underway to ensure compliance with all labeling standards. Earlier today, Jin BTS finally addressed the matter publicly, breaking his silence through an official statement released via his agency Big Hit Music, which works closely under Bang Si-hyuk's Hybe label. Jin expressed both disappointment and frustration over how the situation had been amplified beyond proportion. As someone who values honesty and integrity, I take these matters seriously. My goal has always been to create something meaningful for fans and consumers, not controversy, Jin said firmly. He further added that he had personally requested a joint audit between Jin's Lamp and the ministry to ensure full transparency. Industry insiders note that Bang Si-hyuk, who has long mentored Jin throughout his career, is reportedly standing by the singer's side, privately offering support amid the storm of public attention. Despite the swirling rumors and sensational headlines, many fans and fellow business figures have rallied to Jin's defense. South Korean entrepreneur Lee So-ra, in an interview with Korea Economic Daily, stated that the public often forgets that even large corporations make labeling errors. The difference is that Jin's name draws global attention. Media in the United States and Japan have also begun reporting on the case, with Billboard describing Jin as the most scrutinized yet most composed figure in the entertainment business today, and Variety calling the investigation a test of reputation for an artist known for transparency and professionalism. As of now, the ministry's review remains ongoing, but Big Hit has confirmed that Jin continues to cooperate fully and has halted all promotional activities for Jin's Lamp until the investigation concludes. Sources close to the agency indicate that Hybe has deployed its legal advisory team to ensure that Jin's image and career remain protected. Meanwhile, Shin Protect Jin and We Stand With Jin have trended globally on social media platforms, with millions of fans expressing support for the BTS vocalist. Many pointed out that the incident seemed to be blown out of proportion and that Jin's clean record over the past decade speaks volumes about his character. As one industry analyst summarized, Jin isn't just fighting a labeling dispute, he's facing the weight of being one of the most recognizable faces in the world. Every move he makes becomes magnified, but his calm and responsible handling of the issue only proves why he remains one of Korea's most respected public figures. As the investigation continues, Jin's composed reaction has drawn widespread admiration even from industry professionals outside the K-pop world. A public relations executive from Forbes Asia commented that Jin's response exemplifies the textbook case of crisis management done right. Rather than releasing emotional statements or assigning blame, Jin chose diplomacy, transparency, and accountability, a rare approach in an industry often marked by defensiveness and denial. Observers noted that Jin's communication style reflects his natural leadership within BTS, calm, respectful, and purposeful. While some public figures may have panicked or distanced themselves from controversy, Jin instead took ownership. His willingness to publicly acknowledge the issue while maintaining professionalism has been praised by international outlets, with The Guardian describing him as the embodiment of grace under global scrutiny. Behind the scenes, reports suggest that Bang Si-hyuk, Hybe's chairman, personally intervened to ensure that Jin received full legal and strategic support. A source from within HYBE told the Korea Herald, Bang PD Nim has always seen Jin as not just an artist but a visionary. He's treating this matter seriously and wants Jin's name cleared with dignity. This statement reinforces the perception that Jin's influence within the company extends far beyond his role as a performer. He is now seen as a trusted figure capable of representing HYBE on an international stage. Meanwhile, business analysts are speculating that the media storm may inadvertently boost Genie's Lamp's visibility. The brand, which specializes in premium fruit-based beverages, saw its online engagement double within 48 hours of the report's breaking. Marketing experts from Bloomberg Businessweek suggested that this unexpected attention could translate into stronger brand recognition once the issue is resolved, particularly in markets like Japan and the United States, where Jin's popularity remains unmatched. Jin supporters, both fans and fellow celebrities, have continued to rally behind him. A-listers from the Korean entertainment industry, including IU, Park Seo-joon, and Cha Eun-woo, have reportedly sent private messages of encouragement. On social media, even Western figures like James Corden and Jimmy Fallon, who have previously worked with BTS, liked or shared posts in support of Jin. Fallon's team even reposted a fan-made edit with the caption, "The world's calmest man under pressure." The situation has also prompted reflection within the South Korean business community about the challenges of celebrity entrepreneurship. Many have pointed out that public figures like Jin, who expand their careers beyond entertainment, often face double scrutiny. Their fame magnifies every corporate hiccup. Yet, Jin's measured and transparent approach may set a new precedent for how idols manage their business empires in the future. A professor of media studies at Seoul National University summarized it perfectly. Jin BTS is showing that true leadership in entertainment isn't just about popularity or wealth, it's about integrity, accountability, and emotional intelligence. The world is watching him not because of a mistake, but because of how he's handling it. As international interest grows, U.S. media networks such as CNN, Entertainment Tonight, and News have begun dedicating segments to Jin's professionalism and the cultural impact of his brand partnerships. Commentators praised his ability to remain relevant in both music and business, even amid adversity. HYBE has yet to announce when Jin will return to public events, but insiders hint that he may still attend several high-profile brand functions later this year, including collaborations with Gucci and Fred Jewelry, two brands that have maintained full confidence in him. Representatives from Gucci reportedly reaffirmed their partnership, stating, "Our relationship with Jin is built on trust, authenticity, and creativity. That does not change." In the end, what could have been a damaging controversy has only further solidified Jin BTS's reputation as one of the most respected, polished, and professional figures in global entertainment. Whether on stage, at a boardroom table, or facing public scrutiny, Jin continues to embody the very essence of a modern global icon, one who leads not with power but with poise. Just days after the investigation reports broke, Jin's actions began to reshape the narrative entirely. Instead of retreating from the public eye, he made a quiet yet powerful statement, returning to his routine work schedule, including a scheduled visit to HYBE headquarters and a closed-door meeting with executives from Gucci and Lucido El Japan. His decision to stay visible was interpreted by many as an act of confidence, a signal that he had nothing to hide. American business magazines such as Fortune and Variety praised Jin's handling of the situation, calling it a masterclass in brand resilience. A senior analyst at Fortune wrote, "In the global entertainment economy, perception equals currency, and Jin understands that better than most CEOs. His integrity and calm demeanor have increased public trust, not diminished." While many Korean celebrities would typically go silent or issue lengthy apologies during an investigation, Jin's silence was strategic, not evasive. HYBE insiders revealed that Jin had personally requested the company not to publish excessive statements on his behalf. Instead, he wanted the public to see transparency through facts, not corporate damage control. This move drew applause from communication experts across Asia and the US, who compared his restraint to that of seasoned politicians and world leaders. By the end of the week, the Ministry of Agriculture confirmed that no formal violations had yet been found against Genie's Lamp, leading Korean media to pivot from suspicion to admiration. A headline from Yonhap News read, "Jin BTS handles pressure like a statesman, calm, honest, and unshaken." Meanwhile, American outlets like the New York Times and NBC News highlighted the incident as an example of how fame and entrepreneurship collide in modern pop culture, with Jin standing at the center as a model of accountability. Behind all this, Jin's fan base, the ARMY, played a critical role in shaping global perception. In less than 48 hours, hashtags like #MeWithStandWithJin and TrustJin trended across multiple continents, reaching over 100 fan organizations in Japan, Brazil, and the United States, even purchased billboards in Times Square and Shibuya, displaying messages of support that read, "Truth shines like Jin." Financial analysts have also started to recognize Jin's resilience as a business case study. According to Bloomberg, Genie's lamp products experienced a 27% increase in online sales since the controversy began, a phenomenon known as the trust effect, where public empathy boosts brand loyalty. Market researchers even predicted that Jin's beverage company could expand beyond Asia into Western markets by 2026, thanks to this unexpected surge in attention. Adding a poetic twist to the story, Jin's fellow BTS members publicly showed solidarity. RM shared a cryptic post on Weverse, saying, "When you build something with pure intention, the world eventually sees the light." Meanwhile, Jungkook, during a live stream in New York, mentioned Jin's name while smiling, adding, "Hyung is always calm, that's his superpower." These brief gestures carried immense weight, reaffirming the bond among BTS members while softening the public mood around the issue. Entertainment experts in Los Angeles and London began referring to Jin as a global standard for crisis conduct. The Hollywood Reporter described him as the rare celebrity whose silence speaks louder than words, while BBC Entertainment noted, even under the world's microscope, Jin BTS manages to maintain his authenticity, an attribute that many Western stars struggle to master. In an exclusive behind-the-scenes update, HYBE's senior representative confirmed that Jin would continue participating in global brand events, stating, "There's no disruption in Jin's schedule. His professionalism and ethics remain unmatched, and global partners continue to show unwavering confidence in him." If anything, this episode has strengthened Jin's global stature rather than diminished it. He is no longer viewed merely as an idol, but as a brand architect, a businessman, and a cultural ambassador who handles pressure with elegance. The closing sentiment came from a U.S. columnist at Rolling Stone, who wrote, "In a world where celebrity scandals often destroy careers, Jin BTS turned a potential crisis into a global lesson in leadership. His grace under fire isn't just admirable, it's historic." As the dust began to settle, the conversation around Jin evolved from controversy to admiration. The very same outlets that initially questioned his company's transparency, including Reuters, Bloomberg, and the Korea Economic Daily, began publishing follow-up pieces describing how Jin had transformed a potential PR disaster into a case study in integrity and emotional intelligence. Behind closed doors, multiple American entertainment agencies were reportedly inspired by Jin's response. Variety Insider revealed that two major Hollywood management firms, one of which represents Oscar-winning actors, analyzed Jin's case during an internal seminar on crisis branding in the digital era. An executive quoted anonymously said, "What Jin BTS did in Korea has set a new global standard for how celebrities should manage accountability. He didn't fight back with words, he fought back with composure." Meanwhile, Jin's music and branding career saw unprecedented momentum. According to Spotify charts data, as of September 2025, his solo tracks "I'll Be There" and "Running Wild" saw a 32% surge in daily streams after the Milan Fashion Week appearance and subsequent media attention. Analysts described it as the Jin effect, a phenomenon where the artist's personal grace amplifies commercial success. His fanbase's mobilization went beyond social media. ARMY communities in Europe and North America organized digital campaigns celebrating Jin's business ethics and artistry. A fan-led digital ad in London's Piccadilly Circus read, "A true gentleman, a true leader, Kim Seokjin." Meanwhile, New York's Times Square displayed an image of Jin with the caption, "Integrity is his luxury." Such massive global gestures caught the attention of the fashion elite. Reports from Vogue Italia and Harper's Bazaar US claimed that Gucci executives were thrilled by how Jin's Milan presence translated into a spike in brand engagement. Internal data shared by marketing insiders suggested a 14% increase in Gucci's online traffic across Asian and EU markets within a week of Jin's Milan appearance. In parallel, discussions within the South Korean entertainment industry began shifting tone. What was once perceived as idle business overreach was now being praised as visionary. Dispatch Korea, often critical of celebrity ventures, published a rare compliment. Jin BTS has demonstrated that fame, when paired with responsibility, can reshape how the entertainment industry views entrepreneurship. Internationally, Jin's name began appearing in new circles of prestige. Forbes Asia included him in its top 50 cultural entrepreneurs of 2025, recognizing not just his influence in entertainment, but his contributions to Korea's creative economy. In the same month, CNN Business aired a segment titled, "From Idol to Icon, Jin BTS and the Power of Ethical Fame," featuring interviews with marketing experts who described him as the modern archetype of a responsible global celebrity. Even American celebrities took notice. Several public figures, including pop artists and film producers, reportedly reached out to HYBE expressing admiration and interest in future collaborations. A former executive from Universal Music Group said, "The West has long exported its culture to Asia, but now the tables have turned." Jin's global influence proves that Asia's stars are not just participants, they're leaders. Meanwhile, inside HYBE, a quiet but strategic transformation was unfolding. Sources close to the company hinted that Bang Si-hyuk himself had initiated a new internal division dedicated to managing Jin's global projects separately. The department, unofficially referred to as Seokjin Global Initiative, was designed to focus on expanding his ventures into film endorsements, international brand collaborations, and philanthropic partnerships. A senior official at HYBE confirmed privately to the Korea Herald, Jin's trajectory is no longer limited to music or fashion. He's entering a league of his own, a cross-industry figure who represents South Korea's cultural prestige at the highest level. In the midst of his growing acclaim, Jin remained humble. During a rare media appearance outside the HYBE headquarters, he told reporters with a calm smile, "There's always more to learn. I'm just grateful that people appreciate what I do, but my focus will always be creating, not competing." That statement, brief yet powerful, resonated across the internet. Within hours, "creating, not competing" trended globally on X, quoted by fans, journalists, and even CEOs as a motto for resilience and authenticity. By the end of the month, Jin's story had shifted from an alleged investigation to a full-blown narrative of redemption, leadership, and influence. American outlets dubbed it the Seokjin effect, a phenomenon that redefined what it means to be a modern global icon. In the words of the Washington Post, Jin BTS has achieved something that no press release or apology ever could. He turned controversy into credibility. In doing so, he didn't just protect his legacy, he expanded. And with that, Jin BTS didn't just survive a global storm, he walked through it with elegance, leaving the world watching, admiring, and learning from his calm, unstoppable brilliance.